I kind of knew that we were going on a vacation, but I just thought it was for 2 months. They never told me it was for a year. So,
Take note, parents.
I had a bad feeling, so I said bye to all my friends. And I told them, you'll probably never see me again, but hey, maybe.
All right, fam, so I met this amazing young lady who is a stunner, as you can see. You don't ever need to wear makeup. Don't let anyone tell you you need to do anything. She's already perfection. Perfection manifested. So this lovely young lady, do you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Naomi.
Naomi. Shukurina. Okay, I wanted to know, since you're here in Adi for a year, being from Calgary, like me originally, how are you feeling? Were you excited when you heard that you were going to take this trip for a year with your family? Were you worried or anxious? Were you fearful you were going to miss out on things in Calgary?
So I kind of knew that we were going on a vacation, but I just thought it was for 2 months. They never told me it was for a year. So,
Take note, parents.
I had a bad feeling, so I said bye to all my friends. And I told them, you'll probably never see me again, but hey, maybe.
I'll see you again.
After that, I ended up staying here, and then my mom was like, oh, you're staying here for a year. Actually, my uncle told me. He broke it down for me. He was like, no, you're staying here for a year. What do you mean? When he showed me a school, and I was like, what? I thought I was going to be made fun of at school because all of them speak Tigrinya and I don't, not that much. So when I did start speaking Tigrinya, I had friends from international schools that spoke English, spoke Italian, so I never really missed out on anything. So they were so welcoming, but other people weren't. So it was kind of two sides. And the schools here are harder than we ever expected to be, because they're actually way more harder than it is. And I'm kind of happy because I got to learn more about my culture more than it is, because learning about your culture is all that you got after this. I'm from Calgary, but when I grow up, who am I gonna say? Who's my personality? Where did I come from? And that comes from here. It starts from Eritrea, because that's where I began to come from. And this is my first time here. Most of my friends have been here for they came back and forth, but I've never, because I always waited for my parents to take me. I always think about when my friends tell me, oh, I've been to Jamaica, because they're Jamaican, or I've been to lots of, I have friends that are from the Caribbean, so whenever they tell me stories about that, it makes me want to miss my home and go back. And I'm finally here, and I know it sucks, the Wi-Fi. I still haven't reached any of my friends, so they probably think I'm dead, but at the other end, it's kind of okay. It's okay, I guess, that it kind of took me a break from reality. You're staying here,
Yeah.
hanging out with your family, more connection.
Yeah. And how do you feel about your Tigrinya now? Do you feel like you're more comprehensive?
Hani, Haish.
Nice.
Like, from the beginning, it was the worst. Like, I remember I used to say, it's a buck. But now I took some time, and I still have friends from back home that came with me, actually. And like we all started speaking Tigrinya. We started enjoying more with people that we are coming from. Because I remember back home, I was actually only one Eritrean in the whole friend group. So they never really understood where I came from. You get it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But kind of now it's just like a lot of people where I come from and like friends, and you guys just relate a lot. You get it?
100%. Yeah. Wow. Amazing. So now, have you made peace with your parents' decision? Are you grateful?
I'm grateful. I mean, in the beginning, I felt like, why did you guys send me back? Like,
They tricked you.
I start high school next year. Come on. So, and then they're like, no, this is going to be better for you. Because my dad, he kind of realized the things that were happening to me. Like, I started acting more different than I was. You get it? Because I started hanging out with more people that have different personalities. Like the African American one, where it's like using those slang words. And my dad, he loves those, but he also wants me to learn about my culture, and I'm starting to lose it. You get it? I'm starting to act more black than I am to Eritrea.
Yeah.
Get it? So he sent me back here to learn that.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's great. I love the food.
I'm so happy for you guys. I can't honestly after meeting you yesterday and hearing what you guys were doing here, my husband and I, we got into a long conversation about how this is such a great opportunity for you guys to feel the pride of our culture, the language, the beauty of the country, but also like your dad was saying earlier about like the appreciation of the quality of life that we have been afforded, those of us that were born out in the West. The things that you and I took for granted, like, the indoor plumbing and the access to
Flushing.
Yeah, the flushing toilets and the running hot water and the constant supply of power and electricity always being available, as well as being able to like get Uber Eats and DoorDash and experience food from all over the world. Like if you want to eat Mexican one night, you can in Calgary. If you want Thai one night, you can. If you want Japanese, you can. Like everything is so easily accessible. But that's a small part of the world that lives like that, to be honest. That's a bubble. I think that 85% of the world lives closer to what you see here. And so just to remind us that nothing that we have should be taken for granted. So I'm really, really grateful to have met you, and I'm really, really happy for you guys. And I know that also for some of us, like we have an identity crisis because we're the first ones born out in the West. Like I was the first one born in my family, not here in Eritrea. Your parents were obviously born here, so you guys are the first ones born.
My parents were born in Ethiopia, actually.
Oh, in Ethiopia, okay.
So, they're also new to this country. So
Okay,
it's
yeah.
we all
They're
get
Amiche.
first experience. Yeah.
I love Amiche. I get on so well with Amiche.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because they have a little bit closer to that Western mentality, just a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they're a little bit just
Open-minded.
Yeah, exactly. So I love Amiche. I have good friends that are Amiche in Bahaki. Yeah. So, but yeah, I think this time for you guys to connect. Like when you get older, Naomi, you're always going to remember this time, this quality time when nobody was able to be on social media feeds or Netflixing. All you have is each other. You will, especially when you have your own children, I reckon, you'll be really grateful that you had this time to connect with your siblings and everything. So I'm really happy for you guys, honestly. Thank you so much for coming onto our YouTube channel.
Can we get your age? 14?
14.
Yeah. We already have a potential future husband in store for you. My husband has a 15-year-old son. He has a 15-year-old son, so he's really cute, by the way. His name is Coco. So maybe in 10 years' time, we'll bring you two together.
So much.
Remember, meet to Kestan Jones.
I think it's my time to go. But, anyways, bye guys.
All right,
Bye, Naomi. See you later. And that, guys, is a wrap. I'm so grateful we were able to speak to Naomi and her family. Please send love and support to them. Keep them in your prayers. This family is so admirable and so impressive. And so are the kids, including Naomi. What a fine young lady. And if we can, we're going to nab her for Coco. So we're calling dibs, yeah. Papa Jones has spoken.
Gotta look out for my son.
Have to look out.
For everybody. Yeah, it was impromptu interview.
Yeah.
And very grateful for that happening. And we took pictures with everybody, all the families, and yeah.
That's it, fam. Okay, we've got to sign off. We've got to eat brekkie and we've got to get going. Bye.